Now in 4 News Now, Avista agrees to power one customer with electricity equal to nearly half its service area. We'll explain the next steps and whether this will impact your bill.
A breezy Thursday with chilly conditions on the way with a possible aurora sighting tonight. I'll get you prepared my first alert weather forecast.
And Spokane County celebrates the opening of its newest park. We'll show you what Camas Meadow Park has to offer. You're watching 4 News Now, special edition, over the air and streaming online on KXLY+. Data centers are popping up all across the country, pulling large amounts of electricity from power grids. Thanks for being with us. I'm Derek Dice. Kirsten O'Connor is on assignment. Avista is now entered into an agreement with a customer that's expected to use the same amount of electricity as one of those data centers. Avista has not disclosed who this company is or what it will be doing, but an SEC filing made last week shows this company is being referred to as a large load customer. Madeline Mullins is live from Avista. And Madeline, what do people need to know about the impacts of these large load customers?
Well, Derek, one of the important things to know is just how much electricity one of these large load customers would use. In this agreement, this customer would use 500 megawatts. Now, that's equal to the amount of electricity that Avista uses to power half of its service area in eastern Washington and northern Idaho. To put it in perspective even more, Avista says 1 to 2 megawatts is enough electricity to power a hospital. The SEC filings from Avista say the customer would require 125 megawatts by 2029 and expand to 500 by 2032. And while Avista has not confirmed what this power will be used for, the Northwest Power and Conservation Council says that amount of power is typical for an AI hyperscale data center. Now, Avista says more resources would be needed to serve a customer of this size and maintains that the customer would be responsible for footing the bill. Avista says no additional costs will be passed on to the consumer.
We are not going to allow large requests for power to negatively impact other customer rates. In fact, our position is as a company that if we are to serve a large electric consumer of power, that we are going to do so in a way that produces a net benefit to all of our other customers.
Avista also says that it's still early in the process and that next steps include negotiation of an engineering and procurement contract, which would involve financial assurances. And because it is early in the process, Avista says this agreement does not necessarily mean that this large load customer is for sure coming to the Inland Northwest. It says there are still local, state, and federal permits that need approval. Live in Spokane, I'm Madeline Mullins, 4 News Now.
All right, very interesting, Madeline. Thank you. But data centers aren't always to blame for higher utility bills. Weather, high natural gas costs, routine updates to the grid, and other factors also play a role. And utility companies can't just raise prices on their own without getting approval from state regulators.
If a utility wants to raise rates for its customers, it has to go to what's called a Public Utility Commission. Every state and territory has one.
And we did a deep dive into why your utility bill may be on the rise in a special consumer report on Good Morning Northwest. You can find it on our website, KXLY.com. We are tracking a fast-moving wildfire in Grant County near Soap Lake. Fire crews from several agencies are responding and others are battling the flames this afternoon. The Grant County Sheriff's Office put out this picture saying the wildfire is around 6 acres, which is about the size of 4.5 football fields. It's now burning through heaving brush. Firefighters have not yet ordered people to evacuate, but they are protecting homes in the area about 4 miles southeast of Soap Lake. They warn that smoke could be impacting travel on Highway 28. We'll continue to monitor this and bring you updates on air and online. A pretty mild Thursday in the Inland Northwest, but prepare for the cool down on the way and some winds as well. Jason Valentine in for Chris Crocker tonight with a look at that forecast.
Yeah, we're looking at winds, especially in Grant County. So Moses Lake seeing gusts around 19 miles per hour now. They're going to slow down overnight, but pick up tomorrow. Good evening, Derek. Good evening, everyone. We've made it to Thursday. And again, we're seeing some windy conditions yet again. 25 mile per hour winds, gusts, in Spokane. 30 mile per hour for our friends in Ellensburg. We do expect to see gusty conditions tomorrow as well. These are our gusts for Friday. So starting early, 20 mile per hour gusts, and we could see gusts in the evening hours, afternoon hours, get to around 29 miles per hour. So a blustery Friday is in store for all of our areas. So again, that's going to ratchet up the fire danger So hopefully we don't see any incidents like we're seeing right now in Soap Lake. So on our radar, we are looking free and clear. Actually, quite a lot of sunshine today. We did have some clouds here and there, but dry conditions. And those dry conditions are going to continue at least until we get to Saturday. But more likely than not, we'll see shower activity as we get into our next work week. So we got up to 69. That's the temperature right now. 71 is our average. We do expect to see much cooler temperatures as we get into our weekend. We're talking mid to lower 60s, and we could even see some frost in the northern valley areas. So get ready for a chilly weekend. Tonight, we're mostly clear, a lovely evening, but we have also a chance of seeing the Aurora Borealis tonight, and those clear skies are going to help out with that. All of that and get you ready for that chilly weekend. My first alert weather forecast coming right up.
All right, Jason, thank you. A celebration today on the West Plains as Spokane County celebrated the opening of its newest park. Camas Meadow Park is located at Melville and Fruitvale Roads across the street from the Plains Golf Course. The new 10-acre park has everything a park is supposed to have: grass, restrooms, and a playground. This one also has a small off-leash dog area, a baseball field, a basketball court, and pickleball courts. The $7.4 million park was paid for with American Rescue Plan money and $1 million from the county's real estate excise tax.
As you can see, it's a multi-use facility. As I indicated earlier, there's a variety of different activities that you can enjoy here. I hope you will agree that the investment was worth it.
Well, the park also has a picnic shelter that after this summer you'll be able to reserve if you're planning an event. There's also plenty of parking. Well, early this morning, Washington State Patrol troopers in Olympia chased down a man for vandalizing the legislative building. Just after 1 a.m., troopers saw a man throwing large rocks at the windows of the first floor. When more law enforcement arrived, the man drove away, so troopers and an officer from the Olympia Police Department followed. Using security cameras in the area, they were able to catch him and take him into custody. The suspect, 21-year-old Clayton Stephen Seaborn, is now booked in the Thurston County Jail. He was arrested for driving under the influence, assault, and malicious mischief. 13 office window sets were damaged, as well as 2 doors. The cleanup process is already underway. A woman in 5 Mile says a pride flag was stolen from her front porch late last night. Doorbell camera footage shows a person taking the flag and running away. She hopes police will be able to track them down. Derek Strom spoke with her about why she's not surprised this happened.
Decorating her home for Pride Month is something Leah Jones typically does every year, but she says this is the first time anyone has tried to take any of the decorations.
I actually keep a pride flag up all year round. I want my daughter and anybody really, you know, we have people in the community just in our neighborhood to know that they are welcome here.
Jones says she noticed the flag was missing this morning when she was taking her daughter to school. When she looked at her doorbell camera video from last night, she saw someone take the flag just before 2 a.m.
My daughter does identify as a part of the LGBTQ plus community, and I knew right away that was really going to hurt her, seeing that, just knowing people, the hate in people's hearts.
Jones says she has filed a report with Spokane Police about this, and she hopes that they will be able to track down whoever stole the flag.
I wasn't surprised exactly. But it's very disheartening. Like I said, I try to see the best in people, and it's hard to imagine that someone would be hateful enough to go out of their way to steal a rainbow flag.
Jones says it's more about standing up for her values than trying to replace a $20 flag. She says incidents like this are why it's important to have Pride Month. In 5 Mile, Derek Strom, 4 News Now.
Still to come here on this special edition of 4 News Now, tragedy strikes at a high school graduation ceremony in California. The latest details from last night's deadly shooting. And John Bolton changes his plea. The former Trump advisor now admits guilt in a classified documents case. The prison sentence and massive fine he accepts to avoid trial next.
Plan your day with Matt Gray, only on Good Morning Northwest.
4 News Now is brought to you by Jordan Sales and Service.
It's 3 p.m. For 50 million kids across America, school's out. And for a third of these kids, they're out on their own. Out with nowhere to go and nothing to do. But every afternoon is a chance to change America's future. All you have to do is open the door. It's time to support the Boys and Girls Clubs. Great futures start here.
Life doesn't stand still, and neither do you. Some days start before sunrise. Others don't slow until long after. Wendell Ford gets it. Life moves, so do you. From first adventures to familiar routines. Wendell is proud to be part of these moments. That's why you can drive a new vehicle for under $400 a month. Wendell Ford, drive for generations.
Clue, live on stage, the uproarious new play based on the hit movie and classic game. Murder and blackmail are on the menu when 6 mysterious guests assemble for a dinner party. Was it Mrs. Peacock in the study with the knife, or perhaps Colonel Mustard in the library with the wrench? This fast, furious, and funny whodunit will leave you dying of laughter. Clue, live on stage.
Tickets at BroadwaySpokane.com.
If your bath has seen a lot of life, nobody gives it new life like Bath Fitter. Whatever shape your bath is in, Bath Fitter will transform it with an amazing number of styles and watertight walls that are grout-free and easy to clean. With 40 years of experience, Bath Fitter knows what people want. An affordable remodel that isn't just beautiful, it's guaranteed for life. When it's time to give your bath new life, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Dear Savvy, who says you can't have it all? You've got the tech. You've got the drive. And now you've got Toyota value. Toyota has 7 vehicles with a starting MSRP under $30,000. You ready? Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
All right, we are following a deadly shooting that happened last night at a California high school just 50 miles northeast of San Francisco. It happened after a graduation ceremony, killing a teenager and injuring 3 others in the parking lot of Fairfield High School. An 18-year-old died, while an 11-year-old, a 20-year-old, and a 25-year-old were injured. It's not clear if the 18-year-old was a graduating student. A couple who lives near the high school describes the moment they heard the shots ring out.
I was just immediately terrified and thought, these kids can't even graduate. There's a great amount of fear associated with whether or not it's safe for us to be in our own backyard.
A man who attended the ceremony said the shooting happened after the ceremony ended as pictures were being taken. 1,000 people were estimated to have been at the ceremony. A suspect has not yet been publicly identified. In Washington, D.C. today, Senate Republicans narrowly rejected a Democrat-led effort to formally kill President Donald Trump's so-called anti-weaponization fund. The vote came at the start of what's known as Vote-A-Rama. It's a marathon voting session that allows amendments to bills, in this case, a $70 million GOP immigration measure, before final passage. The Democrats' fund killing effort failed 49-50, with 3 Republicans crossing party lines in the vote. Many Republicans also want the proposed $1.8 billion fund shut down, but they're also wary of derailing the broader effort to pass the immigration enforcement bill. President Trump's former national security advisor and former ambassador John Bolton is expected to plead guilty in a case accusing him of mishandling classified documents. Bolton served as national security advisor from 2018 to 2019 and later became a target of the president after publishing a tell-all book in 2020. As ABC's Olivia Rubin reports, the indictment included more than a dozen counts, but he'll plead guilty to just one of them.
Today, a stunning turnaround. Sources telling ABC News former National Security Advisor John Bolton expected to plead guilty in a classified documents case brought by the Trump administration.
I think he's, a bad person. I think he's a bad guy.
Bolton, a political foe of President Trump after serving in his first administration, charged last year with 18 counts of mishandling classified documents. Law enforcement raiding his home and office. Bolton didn't have classified documents in his possession, but prosecutors accusing him of sharing classified information with 2 family members, which they allege came through diary-like emails describing his day-to-day experience in the White House. Bolton pleaded not guilty and declared himself, quote, the latest target in weaponizing the Justice Department to charge those Trump deems to be his enemies. But now, in an about face, sources say he's preparing to plead guilty to one count of illegal retention of sensitive documents and pay a more than $2 million fine. Bolton facing potential prison time under the plea agreement, according to a source, capped at 5 years. And in an earlier statement, Bolton saying he would never compromise America's national security or foreign policy. Olivia Rubin, ABC News, Washington.
All right, thank you, Olivia. Well, today was the epitome of partly cloudy skies, little pillowy clouds throughout the day. We are seeing clearing, though, into our evening hours, and that's good news if you're maybe looking for the northern lights tonight. Also, heavy winds tomorrow and a chilly weekend. A lot to talk about. I'll have your first alert weather forecast. That is next on 4 News Now, special edition at 4 o'clock. See you in a bit.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
Grab your sunscreen. Free Swim Fridays are back every Friday in June, July, and August at City of Spokane Valley Pools. Families swim free thanks to Numerica Credit Union and Spokane Parks Foundation.
Some of the best summer memories happen by the pool. Numerica's excited for families to soak up the sun without worrying about the cost.
Every Friday at all 3 Spokane Valley Pool locations, kids and adults can swim for free at open swim sessions.
I did it!
We'll see you there.
For pain in multiple spots like here, here, or here, Salonpas patches stick firmly and remove comfortably once your pain is gone. Salonpas. It's good medicine.
At Finley Downtown Toyota, we are proud to be selling Spokane's #1 choice for the best all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive Toyotas. Perfectly made for the Inland Northwest. From the sporty Tacoma trucks that are ready for any season and built to go the distance, to the legendary 4Runner perfect for hiking, camping, and off-road adventures with its turbocharged engine, to the popular and powerful Tundra trucks. Finley Downtown Toyota has what you need for your next adventure.
If you're not regularly treating your septic tank, you're risking a backup and significant repairs. Use Rid-X once a month. Simply add and flush to reduce monthly waste buildup by up to 20% and help prevent backups. Try Rid-X.
Why does my psoriasis always get in the way? I've tried lotions, pills. They haven't done enough for me. I hate that he has to see it. But the day he turned off the light, that broke me. I'm so done.
Talk to your dermatologist about your psoriasis symptoms and treatment options. Go to SoDone.com.
You know what you want, a career that matters and a path that's real. At Carrington College, you can train to become a medical assistant through hands-on learning and a clinical externship. You'll build the skills healthcare facilities need, from patient care to front office procedures. You won't just study medical assisting, you'll practice it. Finish in as few as 9 months and hit the ground running. Classes are enrolling now. Your next chapter starts now. Visit carrington.edu.
4 News Now is brought to you by Parker Toyota.
Strawberry season kicked off earlier than usual here in the Inland Northwest. This weekend, folks can choose between 2 U-Pick farms at Green Bluff to get their fill of fresh berries. Walters Fruit Ranch is hosting its big strawberry kickoff event this Saturday. There are several different varieties of strawberries up for grabs on the bluff this year. Walters Fruit Ranch says pickers will be able to get June-bearing strawberries, which are known for their sweet and juicy taste.
They're not going to make it to the grocery store. They're very delicate and soft. You're getting it at the peak of freshness, too, where Mother Nature has, put all the sugars into them.
Walters Fruit Ranch will be open for U-Pick from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. or until they're gone. The strawberry fields are located just a few blocks from their main location on North Sands Road. Its next opening for U-Pick will be once more berries are ripe. And a few of those strawberries made it back into our newsroom from the morning live shot today. So,
what's your favorite strawberry delivery system?
Straight into the mouth. Yeah.
Okay. I like it in ice cream.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, like strawberry shortcake.
Sure. Strawberry shortcake always hits the spot.
Perfect.
We got some winds in the area.
We do, and it's going to stop tonight, but then continue tomorrow. 30-mile-per-hour gusts possible. Let's take a look outside. Good Thursday, everybody. Ooh, we are close to that weekend. 69 right now in Spokane, 70 degrees in Coeur d'Alene. Hope you've had a wonderful day so far. And besides the wind, it's been a pretty nice day. So no precipitation throughout our regions. A little bit trying to exist to the north of Sandpoint, but I doubt it even reached the ground. Even for our friends in the Yakima Valley and the Mid-Columbia, staying dry. And we're going to see dry conditions again tomorrow. So here's what our pattern is showing us. Here's where we are this evening. As we move into Friday, we're going to start to see those gusty winds with a system moving in quite a bit of airflow into our region. Then as we get into Saturday and Sunday, those cool temperatures are going to be coming in. We're going to be by far the coolest part of the contiguous states. Then we'll see on Monday possibly some showers coming in with another system coming in from the Pacific. So that is what we can look forward to. A lot going on in our area. So precipitation chances for Saturday, slight chance in the afternoon. I'll show you that in the future cast, but better chance as we head into our next work week, where we're not going to be warming up very much. Today and tomorrow are going to be our warmest days, if you can believe it. So taking a look at our future cast as we move into our evening hours. Look at this. We are mostly clear. Colville seeing a little bit of clouds. Bonners Ferry. That is good news for the possibility of the northern lights tonight. I'll get to that in a bit. Tomorrow morning, Friday morning, looking lovely. We'll see a little bit more cloud coverage as the day goes on, but still a very pleasant Friday. And then as we get into Saturday, we're going to see more cloud coverage and then just random shower bits coming in, and those should quit by the time we get to Sunday morning. So drought monitor new today. We're still in the dry zone for Spokane. Coeur d'Alene still in the severe drought, but still looking okay for our areas. And again, we'll have all eyes on that when we get to summer. So our Aurora alert, again, solar storms are in progress. We are right in the green. It is a low chance, but it is a chance for the aurora tonight. Again, once the sun goes down, look north and try and maybe get out of the city if you can. So wind speeds right now, 10 miles per hour, Sandpoint 15 mile per hour in Coeur d'Alene. And as we look at the gusts, we are looking again right in the 20 mile per hour range for many of our areas. Current temperatures, upper 60s to lower 70s, much warmer down in the Mid-Columbia. Look at Tri-Cities at 80 degrees. And for our overnight lows, we're going to be in the mid to upper 40s, so a little bit cooler than last night. So if you're outside, do make sure to bundle up. And bundle up for your camping forecast. We're looking at East and West Sullivan campgrounds at Medline Falls. It is going to be chilly. If you are camping, make sure you bundle up. Goodness. 7-day forecast tomorrow, Saturday, 63, 66 for your Sunday. We're going to remain in the upper 60s into our next work week. So chilly conditions on the way. A pleasant Friday is on the way. Just going to be breezy throughout.
All right, Jason, thank you. Gardening season is in full swing in the Inland Northwest, and the 4 News Now Extreme team is making sure some of those who can't get to the garden anymore can still get their hands dirty and plant some flowers or vegetables. It's called Gardening for Grants. Mark Peterson shows us what this Extreme Team project is all about.
This is one of our most favorite and quickest projects we do, although it takes a couple of months to get to the point where we are. I'm Mark Peterson, and it is called Gardening for Grants. We're going to go to 3 memory care centers today. And of course, we have the shop class from East Valley Middle School that not only took the Ponderosa lumber that was donated, but they were the ones who cut, assembled. They were our manufacturers. So guys, great job. So this is the 4th year with a collaboration with East Valley Middle School. It used to be just a bunch of us prior to that putting them together. Well, getting a shop class involved and learning about wood and measurements, its geometry, its teamwork, really great.
This is the project that we look forward to all year. The kids just love it. I mean, it's kind of nice because there's a buildup. You know, they get a chance to unload the lumber. They turn, raw lumber into something that's usable for the elderly. And the best part is when they actually get to meet the people that are going to use it.
Now that they're built and the kids have that part of the education, they come along and then they help us dealing and interacting with the seniors. I have to tell you, the appreciation goes both ways.
I think this is amazing, and I would love to see everyone who had anything to do with this and the plants raise your hand.
Oh, all of them?
Oh, look at you. This is so impressive.
That was B.L. Wiley. Her son, after some prodding, won the silver in '92 for men's figure skating, and they'll be celebrating their 70th anniversary next week. And man, she's a pistol, but she loves what we do.
I'm so thrilled with these. This makes all the difference in the world. And we have these nice little indentations where the concrete are, and they're going to sit right on the end.
Year after year, Gardening for Grand's one of our favorite projects, the generational communication between 14-year-olds and those who are a little older than 14. A lot of smiles on both sides of the camp, and it's great. We got to thank Ponderosa Lumber and, of course, Scott's Rock, Tree, and Bark, Ace Hardware, and, of course, we have to thank East Valley Middle School, the shop class, Mr. Jan Larson. Great job. We'll be back next year with another set of homes that are going to be delivered with these plants. And, of course, there's going to be some eating of strawberries and tomatoes here later on this season. For the Extreme team and for our wonderful sponsors, Horizon Credit Union, I'm Mark Peterson, 4 News Now.
Always a cool project. All right, you see them zipping all over town on sidewalks, trails, and roads. A new Washington law is about to take effect that separates e-bikes from electric motorcycles. Coming up, we'll show you what the new law says about each mode of transportation and why some of them aren't allowed on sidewalks and require mandatory driver requirements. And we see this all the time, too. From shopping carts to parks, kids focus on screens. The concerns this afternoon over irreversible damage those screens could be doing to kids' brains and how parents can help.
It's important not just to think about how are we going to prevent another heart attack, how are we going to keep the heart healthy, but also thinking about how are we going to keep the brain healthy.
And up next, the new study that shows what a heart attack does to the brain and how to keep your brain healthy if you suffer a heart attack. This is 4 News Now, Special Edition.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Hi, I'm Doug Trudeau with Trudeau's Marina. It's summertime. It's time to get out on the water and experience the fun of boating. We have a huge selection of new boats to choose from. Find the best fit for you and your family at Trudeau's Marina. All our boats are powered by Mercruiser. So if you're in the market for a boat, come in and see us at Trudeau's Marina in downtown Spokane.
Okay, team, this year when people call the Easy Home Buyer, I want to offer more for their home. We're going to buy the home as is and close in as little as 14 days and give them a check. Let's go.
Not all awards carry the same weight. That's why at Plexiderm, we set out to create the best of the best. A product so effective, you'll see results in just minutes. In almost no time, those dreaded under-eye bags, fine lines, and wrinkles visibly disappear from view.
Plexiderm works. It took away all the wrinkles, all the puffiness. You can see it in my face.
Wow. That's incredible. There's been creams, there's been lotions, concealers. Nothing works like this.
Are you serious? Like I look 15 years younger. Are you sure it's not the mirror?
Plexiderm won Editor's Choice Awards from E!, Elle Magazine, and most recently, Women's Health. Now those are real trophies. And now you can try Plexiderm for just $14.95 with free shipping. Go online, call now, or scan the QR code on your screen. Join the millions who've discovered why Plexiderm isn't just good, it's the best.
Our clients come to Dynamic Decks for the best. My father started this business in 1999.
I've been working with Dynamic Decks for 15 years, supplying them with all of their TimberTech and outdoor living products.
We can always trust PAR to have the highest quality products. They deliver it on time, every time.
As a family-owned business, we know the importance of showing up.
Dynamic Decks is a PAR customer for life.
All of the best Trex and TimberTech deals are at PAR. Visit par.com/decking to learn more. PAR, where the builders go.
The whole company's going. Let's roll.
We're never gonna make it
to Super Bowl 61 and beyond.
4 News Now is brought to you by Numerica Credit Union.
Every 40 seconds in the U.S., someone has a heart attack. Researchers say what happens to your heart can have a significant impact on future brain health. So what should you do to protect your brain if you or a loved one suffers a heart attack? Robin Nance has the answers.
Every year in the U.S., about 805,000 people have a heart attack. Separately, about 1 in 10 adults reports having memory loss or cognitive decline. Researchers believe there's a connection.
There's been strong links within research over several decades linking heart health to brain health and vice versa.
Dr. Mohammed Ridha with the Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center is lead author of this study, which found heart attack survivors are 5% more likely to develop cognitive impairment in the future. Researchers believe a cardiac event may speed up declines in memory and thinking over time.
It's important not just to think about how are we going to prevent another heart attack, how are we going to keep the heart healthy, but also thinking about how are we going to keep the brain healthy.
The American Heart Association says having a healthy diet, exercising, avoiding smoking, getting healthy sleep, maintaining a healthy weight, and having healthy levels of blood lipids, blood glucose, and blood pressure can protect heart health. But Dr. Ridha says these 8 things can also help safeguard the brain.
Once you've had a heart, you are at higher risk, and trying to take necessary precautions or steps to try to reduce that risk as possible.
Robin Nance, 4 News Now.
Well, researchers are sounding the alarm about kids and screen time, warning that it could be decades before we know how it affects their development. Researchers say childhood is a critical window for learning, social development, and building skills that can last a lifetime. The review introduces the concept of criticome, the idea that experiences from birth through young adulthood help determine who we become. Experts say heavy screen use may replace activities that build social, motor, and language skills, and they warn that some of those impacts cannot be reversed. Parents are encouraged to limit their kids' screen time and create more opportunities for their children to interact with people. That can include playing outdoors and exploring activities like music, art, and sports. Alarming numbers from a new study that shows up to half of all chronic kidney disease cases, which can be fatal, remain undiagnosed. Right now, it impacts 844 million adults worldwide and is the 9th leading cause of death. The study's authors say CKD can be easily diagnosed by a urine test that is both simple and cheap, but is not routinely given. That's important because early diagnosis leads to better outcomes. Chronic kidney disease doesn't usually produce symptoms until it's too late to treat with anything other than dialysis or a transplant. Beef prices are already up 13% from last year, and now a parasitic fly threatens to make them even worse. The Texas outbreak that has agriculture officials scrambling. Plus, we'll introduce you to the people setting the stage for the World Cup next week.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Considering selling your RV? R&R wants it. Tired of paying storage fees? R&R needs it. Just don't use it anymore? R&R will buy it. Due to a critical shortage of pre-owned RVs, R&R RV is currently paying our absolute top dollar for your used RV. Motorhomes, fifth wheels, travel trailers. Turn your RV into cash or flip it for a newer model. So if you no longer use it or want it, let R&R RV buy it. Visit the R&R RV Superstore in North Spokane or call Ryan at 509-244-5888.
You've put up with your old shower for too long. It's outdated, unsafe, and it's time to replace it. But why struggle with a lengthy shower remodel when Jacuzzi can do it in just one day? And there's no need to break a sweat or your budget.
Right now, we're waiving all installation costs, plus offering 0 interest and 0 payments for up to 1 year.
So you can finally convert your old bath to a safer, easy entry shower, complete with a custom seat, grab bars, and slip-resistant floor installed in 1 day.
My overall experience with Jacuzzi has been wonderful. Everything was customized to the way I wanted it for the price that I wanted to pay.
I've had a great experience from start to finish.
Don't take matters into your own hands. Do it the smart way. Give Jacuzzi Bath Remodel a call.
There are only weeks remaining during our limited time offer. We're waiving all installation costs and offering no interest and no payments for up to 1 year. Go to jacuzzibathremodel.com or call 800-990-3162.
Do you have a house that you need to sell without fixing up? Hi, my name is George Anderson with REI Branded Homebuyer. We buy houses in any condition all over the Pacific Northwest. No repairs, no commissions, no stress, just a simple cash sale. We buy inherited houses, rentals with squatters. We even buy mobile homes. Give us a call, we buy them all. For your cash offer, give us a call at 509-355-0355.
There I was, 16, divorced, remarried with a baby, another on the way, and I could barely read or write. Getting my high school diploma was a catalyst I needed. Now I have a bachelor's, a master's, and I became a teacher. When I look at all these success stories, I could not help but think it all started by getting my high school diploma.
When you graduate, they graduate. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free and supportive adult education centers near you.
Starting next week, kids and teens who don't have a driver's license will not be allowed to ride e-bikes that are considered too powerful and dangerous by the state of Washington. Angela Hara breaks down what parents and kids should know.
Washington legislators are classifying any electric-assisted bicycle that has a motor with over 750 watts of power or that can go over 20 miles per hour as an electric motorcycle. One of their goals is to provide a distinction between e-bikes and electric motorcycles.
The goal is to keep kids and teens off of electric motorcycles that can be dangerous. Anybody younger than 16 will not be allowed on these bikes. If they are between ages 12 and 16, they could face citations. People above 16 riding one will need to carry a driver's license or permit. A local bike shop mechanic weighs in on the new regulations.
I've had to regularly and more frequently have to turn down repairs because they're literally motorcycles. Like, we don't have the parts, the tools, like, we can't work on these things.
I also asked him how many kids he's seen come in the shop with interest in electric motorcycles.
Yep, we get asked for them all the time, and we have to explain to people that that is literally not what we do.
As we trail into summer and start to see more bikes out, not all parents of teenagers think the new regulations are fair.
It's a bit ridiculous. 20 miles per hour is a bit of a low bar to set. I understand we're trying to protect our children, but I believe there's ways to do that without setting these very strict, unadherable laws in place.
This law takes effect next Thursday, June 11th. In Spokane, Angela Hara, 4 News Now.
All right, it may be June, but we've still got some chilly conditions ahead of us here in the Northwest. Jason Valentine in for Chris Crocker this evening, tracking winds in our area.
It kind of feels like early October.
A little bit,
to be honest. Not that we're heading into summer, but that'll come soon enough. Good evening, Derek. Good evening, everyone. We've made it to Thursday, 69 right now. We are still a little bit below our average for this time of year. Okay, we're talking about winds, 19-mile-per-hour gusts right now in Moses Lake. They are dealing with that fire concern in Soap Lake, right near Moses Lake. 25 miles per hour for Spokane and quite a bit of wind for Ellensburg. Now, we're going to see most of these winds slow down into our overnight period, but then they're going to pick back up as we get to tomorrow morning. This is for Friday for Spokane. So we're going to see increasing winds as we get into the evening hours. And again, these are 29-mile-per-hour gusts. So besides that, we're looking at a pretty darn nice Friday and our last maybe day in the 70s for, well, the week ahead. On our radar, much drier tonight as we're looking just lovely. And again, we saw some pillowy clouds as the day kind of went on, but we're seeing much more clear skies as we're heading into the evening hours. And those clear skies for the aurora. We have a chance of seeing it, not a great chance, but look when the sun goes down to the northern hemisphere, or to the north, and hopefully we'll see some green dancing light. It'd be very cool. Again, 69 right now. Our average is 71, so we're still a little off of where we should be. So for your evening planner, we have sunny skies throughout, and then we'll have mostly clear skies overnight. So if the aurora borealis does show up, we have a good chance at that. But you won't believe how chilly it's going to get, and it's frost in the forecast. I'll have that in my first alert weather forecast coming right up.
Well, just as beef prices hit a new high, there's a new threat for the industry, a parasitic fly. It's known as the screwworm, and it's been found in the U.S. for the first time in decades, posing a risk to the nation's cattle. Officials stress this is not a food safety issue, but it could mean beef prices become more expensive than it already is if the screwworm infects more cattle. Secretary of Agriculture Brooke Rollins urges ranchers to pay close attention to their animals.
We've got the veterinarians, we're surging inspectors, etc. But it is now up to you to keep eyes on your animal.
The government is ramping up efforts to release sterile flies and will quarantine the area in Texas where the infected calf was found. If the situation worsens, it could have an impact on beef prices, which are already up 13% in the last year. The U.S. cattle herd is at a 75-year low right now because of extreme weather, high feed costs, and industry consolidation. Ford is recalling more than 400,000 Expeditions and Navigators. Regulators say their driver and front passenger seat belts can lock, not allowing the belts to retract or extend. They say that could increase the risk of injury during a crash. 2018 to 2022 Ford Expeditions and Lincoln Navigators are involved in this recall. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration says dealers will fix the problem for free. Next week, the first game of the World Cup will have the attention of millions of soccer fans, but you can't host the world's biggest soccer tournament on just any lawn. Getting the grass ready for the 2026 World Cup is a huge global group project. Scientists, seed companies, farmers, and stadium crews are all working together to grow fields that can handle world-class play and all the different summer climates across 16 venues in the U.S., Canada, and Mexico. For Tom Rinn, a manager at DLF Pickseed Canada, the tournament is a chance to see grass processed by his company used on soccer's biggest stage.
Sitting around watching a game, having a cold one with the buddies, and being able to say, "Ah, that's our grass. That one right there. That came through here." Obviously, when you can take a piece of home to some of those bigger scale events, it's pretty cool.
The grasses themselves are the result of decades of research, bred to be tougher, resist disease, use water more efficiently, and bounce back faster after getting torn up. Well, the Stanley Cup Final continues tonight with Game 2.
Vegas versus Carolina Part 2 almost underway. We take you through what to expect in Game 2 and what's at stake tonight in Raleigh. That's coming up next.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
We are the Dillos. We are from Northern Kentucky. Being out in a rural area, coverage is pretty hit and miss with other carriers. So switching to T-Mobile solved a lot of problems that we had.
I'm able to use T-Satellite now. When you need to communicate, you can communicate.
America's best network meets off-the-grid satellite coverage with T-Satellite. Plus, over the past 5 years, T-Mobile customers had the lowest wireless bills versus Verizon and AT&T. And enjoy a 5-year price guarantee on experience plans.
The value that we get with T-Mobile is excellent.
Bathfitter showers have got people talking. Our wide selection of showers means it's exactly what we wanted. Seamless and watertight walls are much easier to clean than tiles and grout. And they stay in excellent shape. Every Bathfitter shower is backed by a lifetime warranty. And with thousands of 5-star reviews, the experience exceeds expectations. It's no wonder millions of Bathfitter customers love their new shower. It just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
You know what you want, a career that matters and a path that's real. At Carrington College, you can train to become a dental assistant through hands-on learning and a clinical externship. You'll build the skills dental practices need, from chairside assisting to patient care and office procedures. You won't just study dental assisting, you'll practice it. Graduate ready to step into the field in as few as 9 months. Classes are now enrolling in Spokane. Visit carrington.edu.
For the first time in Dancing with the Stars history, the greatest dancers will compete for a spot as the next pro.
I'm here to win.
I'm the host of this exciting new competition.
Fierce. You're an assassin.
You dance expensive.
It was dynamic. It was bold.
It was 100% the wrong choice.
This is like a boot camp that I've never experienced in my life.
Your choreo isn't enough? I'm gonna be a problem.
Welcome to the dance industry.
12 dancers.
Everything I've worked for comes down to this.
One dream.
You say you've been working your whole life for this. I can tell.
Let the fiercest dance battle begin.
Dancing with the Stars, the next pro, July 13th at 8, 7 Central on ABC and stream on Hulu.
4 News Now, brought to you by the Tire Store.
Well, the Stanley Cup Final continues tonight with Game 2. The Vegas Golden Knights lead 1-0 after a thrilling Game 1 win over the Carolina Hurricanes. Our Jack Wallace is in studio now with what to expect here in Game 2.
Yeah, Vegas became the first team in Stanley Cup Final history to stage a multi-goal road Game 1 comeback win after their 5-4 win over Carolina to open this series. And considering just how tough it is for opponents to win in the Fortress out in Nevada, Game 2 is pretty massive. Only 54 times in the century-plus long history of the Stanley Cup Finals, a team facing a 2-0 series deficit comeback. That was Boston in 2011, and Carolina looks to avoid that 2-0 hole as much as Vegas wants to put them there tonight. The Golden Knights have 7 straight wins heading into this game and look to ride the hot sticks into another upset win against the best playoff team out of the East. Both teams spoke about their own pressure to avoid and clinch this playoff-shifting Game 2.
You still got to be on your toes. You got to be ready. Every game's a different animal in the Cup final. But I think it's nice just kind of getting a feel for their tendencies, what they like to do, the way they like to play, the pace they play at. So there's definitely things we can clean up and things we can definitely keep doing even better.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be our best. And, there were some hiccups for sure in our last game. But we're still right there. And so it's going to have to be our best and, to give us a chance.
Puck drop goes down right after our show. We'll bring you all the post-game highlights and team reactions right after the game wraps up. The Zags have a tip time set for the 2026-27 season. Still a good ways away, but inching ever closer. Gonzaga opens the season against the Purdue Boilermakers on November 2nd, their first regular season meeting since the 2023 Maui Invitational you're watching now. The two ranked programs meet at 4:30 p.m. Pacific time at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. The first of 3 games in the Sin City this season, at least so far, locked in for the Zags. Could have a few more in the Players Era Festival on top, and that doesn't include the Pac-12 tournament potentially playing in Vegas too, but the location not yet confirmed. But would be a little surprised if it wasn't in Las Vegas, considering just how easy it is, how many arenas there are. Makes a lot of sense for the fans.
It's such a popular site for all the conference tournaments. All right, Jack, thank you. Coming up next here on 4 News Now, a mother's nightmare in Japan. Her son storms off after a family argument and has yet to return. The massive search effort for the missing Auburn engineering student.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Grab your sunscreen. Free Swim Fridays are back every Friday in June, July, and August at City of Spokane Valley Pools. Families swim free thanks to Numerica Credit Union and Spokane Parks Foundation.
Some of the best summer memories happen by the pool. Numerica's excited for families to soak up the sun without worrying about the cost.
Every Friday at all 3 Spokane Valley Pool locations, kids and adults can swim for free at open swim sessions.
I did it!
We'll see you there.
If you're not regularly treating your septic tank, you're risking a backup and significant repairs. Use Rid-X once a month. Simply add and flush to reduce monthly waste buildup by up to 20% and help prevent backups. Try Rid-X.
Don't wait months to sell your home. And don't spend thousands on repairs or realtor fees. At the Easy Home Buyer, we make it simple. We buy homes as is, pay all the closing costs, and give you a fair cash offer in 14 days.
So what do you think?
Oh my gosh, I love her. I think I'm gonna call her Lexi.
I know you loved her, but it's time to say goodbye.
Hey, you're not packing your toys for the Super Bowl?
Nah, they gotta hold down the fort while we're in LA.
Like Toy Story?
Toy Story.
The whole company's going. Let's roll. Let's go! We're never gonna make it! It would take some kind of unbelievable, miraculous Super Bowl Hail Mary! That's not funny, Eli!
To Super Bowl 61 and beyond.
Four News Now is brought to you by Numerica Credit Union.
Well, Cocktail Week is in full swing here in Spokane County, and this year's event is the biggest yet, with more than 50 locations participating. The annual celebration is organized by Counterculture Spokane, a group that supports our local hospitality industry. This year, more than 200 craft cocktails are featured at locations across the county. Each participating business has a curated cocktail menu for the week, and it always includes one non-alcoholic option.
It's a great platform for businesses like us to kind of showcase our identity, our creativity, the team behind all of it. And yeah, it gets us the exposure that sometimes we might not get being from like maybe a smaller city like Spokane, not, you know, kind of competing with Seattle and Portland and the rest of them.
Uno Mas is one of the participating locations, and it's hosting a patio party tomorrow night for Cocktail Week. Each location also has a passport you can pick up and then collect stamps as you visit places throughout the week. You can find the full list of Cocktail Week locations on our website, KXLY.com.
Fun.
All right. Pretty clear skies right now on our sky cam. It's cooling down, but you could still celebrate Cocktail Week with a patio drink this evening. This weekend, though, Jason, maybe not so much.
We're in the middle, almost, well, not the middle. We're at the beginning of June, but we're starting off. We had 91 degrees last week. We're going to be seeing lower 60s for a weekend. Let's take a look outside. My goodness, 69 right now, Spokane area. Still a lovely evening, 70 degrees for Coeur d'Alene. And we are moving into, again, a very similar day tomorrow. Breezy, but average temperatures. But then chilly conditions will be taking over. All right, on our radar. We're looking very nice throughout our regions. Again, we saw some pillowy clouds throughout the day. We're seeing a little bit more sunshine than we saw throughout the day this evening. And then we're going to be looking at clear skies overnight tonight. Again, good news for the lovely Aurora Borealis. So here's what's happening with our pattern. This is what we're looking at tonight. And then as we move into tomorrow, we're going to see gusty winds start to come in as a system comes in right over Vancouver Island. Then that is going to be moving in for our weekend, bringing in cool temperatures. That's going to stick around for the entirety of the weekend. Then as we get into Monday, we're going to see showers start to come in from the coast. Not a great chance of showers on Monday, but maybe a chance of showers as we get into our Tuesday. So I'll get to that, well, in a quick second here. So let's take a look at our precipitation chances. Again, a little bit of a chance on Monday, 40% on Tuesday. The diminishing returns as the week goes on, but I do expect to see some precipitation, and we do need it. Again, we are looking at, again, a dry summer again, so hopefully we'll see some shower activity before then. So on our futurecast, as we move into our overnight period, again, good conditions for the Aurora Borealis if we're able to see it. And as we move into tomorrow morning, clear skies, so get your sunglasses ready for your commute. And as we head maybe a little bit of cloud coverage into the evening, and again, prepare for that windy day tomorrow. Gusts kind of increasing in the 20-mile-per-hour range as the day goes on. As we get to Saturday afternoon, our best chance of some shower activity, maybe even a cell or two in Moses Lake. But as we get to Sunday, things settling down quite quickly. So again, maybe just a little bit of shower activity for your Saturday evening. So our drought monitor just came out today. Again, Spokane is in the dry zone. That is the lowest zone for our drought. Coeur d'Alene is in a severe drought still. And again, we're 2 inches shy of where we should be for this time of year rain-wise. So let's hope we see some more rain on the way. So wind speeds, we are looking slowing as we're moving into the evening hours. Still some gusty winds here and there, but still slowing into the evening. But then tomorrow they'll pick back up in the morning. Current temperatures mid to upper 60s to lower 70s for the Inland Empire. Much warmer, 81 right now in Hanford down south. And low temperatures, we're going to be looking at mid to upper 40s. And again, if you're thinking of camping this weekend, again, we're looking at lovely East and West Sullivan campgrounds in Medline Falls. It is going to be chilly. Could see those showers on Saturday. And again, frost is possible in the northern areas in the valley on Sunday morning. 7-day forecast, 71 tomorrow, 63 Saturday, 66 on Sunday, upper 60s into our next work week. So we're going to be below or at our average for the week ahead. But tonight and your Friday is looking pretty nice.
All right, Jason, thank you. It's been almost 1 week since an Auburn University engineering student went missing on his family's trip to Japan. The mother of 20-year-old James Higginbotham said her son decided to explore Kyoto on his own after they got into a disagreement. He hasn't been seen since, and his family says they aren't leaving Japan without him. CNN's Ivan Rodriguez has the latest on the search.
For the last several days, Nancy and Keith Higginbotham have been consumed by the thought of where their son is.
Every single second you think about your kid, and then you have the flashbacks of when he was 2, when I was breastfeeding him, the birthday parties we've thrown for him.
Higginbotham says she wasn't worried when her 20-year-old son James, who goes by Weston, got on a train by himself during their family vacation in Japan, because he's an experienced traveler. The Alabama family had been in the country for about a week by then. When travel frictions arose, Weston, who was a passionate naturalist, butted heads with his mother over her use of ChatGPT to plan their trip because of the natural resources such AI requires. Needing some space, he decided to explore Kyoto on his own, while the rest of his family visited a nearby temple, according to his mom.
It's not unusual for Weston to blow off steam going to the woods. And just exploring, that's his happy place. When he turned off his location, that was so concerning because it's so out of character for him.
He was last seen on CCTV footage walking alone in the city's Yamashina area, on a path that led to a hiking trail in the nearby woods. A typhoon that approached Kyoto on Tuesday brought heavy rains and concerns for Weston's safety if he was in the mountains at the time, police said, though they added it's possible he had already moved from the mountain. Since Wednesday, police have deployed dozens of officers, several police dogs, and a helicopter to search the Yamashina area, with the search scheduled to continue Friday. I'm Ivan Rodriguez reporting.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
At Jacobs Custom Living, we don't think you need to climb Everest to be a great outdoorsman. Right outside your back door can feel like a faraway place where you leave the day behind. Here you can get in touch with your outer side. Family and friends are accomplices in your escape to freedom. If you build it, they will come. They being positive vibes and good times. So let's build it. We've got the blueprint. Jacobs Custom Living. This is outdoors.
Do you have a house that you need to sell without fixing up? Hi, my name is George Anderson with REI Branded Homebuyer. We buy houses in any condition all over the Pacific Northwest. No repairs, no commissions, no stress, just a simple cash sale. We buy inherited houses, rentals with squatters. We even buy mobile homes. Give us a call, we buy them all. For your cash offer, give us a call at 509-355-0355.
R&R RV is under new management. You heard that correctly. After 36 years, R&R is under new management. What does that mean for you? Aggressively falling prices at every R&R location. Brand new luxury Class A motorhomes. Over $120,000 off MSRP. Way below dealer cost. Brand new Springdale travel trailers starting at $13,900. New Class C mini motorhomes starting at just $77,900. Brand new luxury Rockwood fifth wheels starting at $49,700. Brand new Cougar travel trailers starting at $34,300. New Super Light Bullet travel trailers starting at just $19,995. Do not miss this sale. Over 500 RVs with the biggest discounts in nearly 4 decades. Special lender financing with as little as $99 down. Yes, just $99 down. Spokane's largest dealer is crashing the market. From truck cameras to vans, travel trailers to luxury Montana fifth wheels, and every size. Motorhomes, from mini motorhomes to luxury diesel pushers. New management at R&R RV is crashing the competition.
Maybe your home project is possible. And maybe those unexpected bills are more manageable than you think. Maybe investing in your business is the right move right now. Because as a member-owned credit union, BCU has loans designed with you in mind. So maybe all you need is a financial partner whose goal is to help you reach yours. Discover more at bcu.org/possible.
Welcome back, everyone. Let's take a look at the next 12 hours. Quite a lot of clear skies. That's good news if, that 10 to 20% chance of the Aurora Borealis coming out tonight. Good luck if you're out there looking for it. Tomorrow for your Friday, we have a high of 71. We do expect to see sustained winds